Hey guys, so today I'm filming the last of my blush videos for this month, which is so sad. If you've not seen my boasting about blush tag or my blush collection, I will link those both up here. I would love if you guys check them out. But today is the most exciting, I think, and that would be my top 15 blushes. If you saw my collection, you saw I have a little bit over 30. So these are my top 15. Can't live without Holy Grail must-have blushes. Some of these are limited edition, but for 2 of the 3 limited edition blushes, I actually have links for them. So that's super exciting. So I'm just going to get into it so this isn't too long. So the first blush I have is actually a cream blush. I thought about not including it, but this is one of my most used, most loved blushes. This is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush in Candy Coral. Really pretty color. I wear this in the summer. I work with kids outside, so I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, so I wore this blush every day I worked for 2 summers, so I got a lot of use out of it. This applies really well if you use a really dense brush like the Real Techniques buffing brush or any of the Sigmax brushes, but I love this cream blush. It's a beautiful color. Here is the swatch right here. Hope you guys can see this okay. So I absolutely love this one. It's really pretty for a natural look. So the next blush is Drugstore. This is Sonia Kashuk Melon. I wore this a lot in the summer as well. This is a really pretty pinky coral and it's a matte. I bought this because of Kristen from Beauty Moxie, and I know a lot of people love Sunset. I've never purchased that one, but I love this and totally recommend it. It is this second shade right here. This one. Totally love this blush. Super pigmented. The next and last Drugstore blush is from e.l.f. This is my Holy Grail winter blush I've talked about so many times, and this is Berry Mary. This is very similar to NARS Sin, just really pretty deep berry color with some shimmer, and it is the 3rd swatch. Beautiful color. This applies really pigmented, so you gotta be careful with it, but this is a beautiful shimmer on your cheeks, but it's not too much, like it's not too noticeable, but it's a beautiful deep plum color for winter. So all the rest of my blushes, I'm going to tell you, are MAC and theBalm. I have Benefit, I have Tarte, and I reach for these over those any day of the week. So they are truly my favorite, so I had to share those with you. So the first one I have is Hot Mama from theBalm. This is a peachy pink with a intense gold sheen. This is said to be similar to NARS Orgasm, but this has much more of a peach undertone instead of pink, and the gold sheen is more intense. But I love this one. It's super smooth and pigmented. It is 3rd from the top. Really love this blush. Super pretty, super pigmented, but it applies really well. Every single one of the blushes I'm mentioning is pigmented. The next one is Frat Boy, which is a matte peach. I love this blush, one of my favorites. This is a more pink tone peach than an orange tone, but again, super pigmented. When you swatch it, it's a little chalky, but when you apply it with a brush, it applies really well. Lasts all day, amazing color. And it is the 2nd from the top. You can see how intense it is, but it's really beautiful. I wanted to show you guys that Melon and Frat Boy, you can tell are similar, but they're not dupes. This is much more pink and a little bit deeper, but if you can't get Frat Boy or don't want to put up the money for it, I recommend Sonia Kashuk. Although if you buy this on Haux, it's like $11 and this is $9. No, it's $10 at Target actually, so they're very similar in price if you get this on sale. But I just want to show you the colors side by side. They're not dupes by any means, but you wouldn't need both unless you're a blush addict like me. So the next blush is actually my only pink blush. I'm not a big pink blush person. This is Down Boy from theBalm. I mentioned this before. It's a really pretty pink. It's a bubblegum color, but it's a neutral pink. It looks cool when you pair it with something warm. It looks warm when you pair it with something cool. It's the top swatch. Sorry about my knuckles. But I love this color. This is a beautiful pink. I recommend this for anyone. So my next blush is one of the Instain blushes. I only own 2 of these. This is the color Toile. I have a whole review that I'll link up here for you guys. This is a matte strawberry color. Crazy pigmented. You gotta be really careful when applying this one. And it is this first swatch here. Love this, really pretty. And you can see a lot of my colors are in the same color family, but they're not identical. Then I have the Instain blush in Swiss Dot, which is a matte peach. This is a matte peach, but as compared to Frat Boy, you can tell this is more orange, and it's a deeper color of peach. But I would still call it peach, but it's a deeper color than you would traditionally think of for peach. So it is this swatch right here. So now on to the MAC blushes. The first three I have are Mineralize. Since I have such fair skin, the Mineralize blushes show up really well on me. It always depends on the color that you get. Those are a little bit less pigmented, but I just have to use a angled, dense blush brush, and they apply really well on my skin. With all of these other blushes, I use my Sigma F15 Duo Fiber blush brush, so I don't pick up way too much product. But the first one I have is Warm Soul. This is a cult favorite, and I think for a reason. This would be great for anybody with fair to light medium skin. A really pretty peachy tan color. I know a lot of people love Exposed. I have Exposed. I like this one more. It's not a similar color, but it is a nude blush that will go with everything. Beautiful, beautiful blush. And here is the swatch of that. So the next one I have is Lured to Love. This was from the Divine Nights collection at Christmas, and I have a link for you guys, unless it's been sold out by the time I'm putting this video up. It shouldn't be, but Belk, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Belk sells MAC. I've never been to a Belk that has MAC, but they have it online, and they still had this collection, which was really awesome, so I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. But this is a gorgeous peach color. Warm Soul has a lot of gold shimmer. This one has a sheen to it, but there's no shimmer in it. So I know a lot of people don't really like shimmer, so I think that would still be nice. And here it is. And the last Mineralized blush I have is actually my most recent blush, but I'm already in love with it. This is Petal Power from the Fantasy of Flowers collection. Again, I have a link for this one that I'll have down below. This is very similar to NARS Orgasm, except it's more interesting looking. It's got a lot more pink to it. It's really, really pretty. And I wanted to compare it to Hot Mama from theBalm. These are both supposed to be dupes for NARS Orgasm, but as you can see, they're very, very different blushes. So I wanted to point that out. And I love this one. It's just a beautiful, here is the swatch. I don't think you guys are going to see it, how intense it is, but this is a beautiful pink blush with an intense gold sheen that really picks up well in the light. So I love this one. So now we're on to the regular blush line from MAC. This is a limited edition one. This was from a Temperature Rising collection over the summer. I don't have a link for this one, but this is the shade Ripe for Love. A gorgeous, again, corally pink color, but this has a nice deep like burnt peach as well. I love this color so much. And there is that swatch. I'm sorry I couldn't do these swatches better. I wanted to fit them all on one hand for you guys, but like I said, I'll try to post pictures. But I love this color. This is a satin blush. It's super pigmented, but it does have a sheen on your cheeks. So the last three blushes are all from my MAC palette, and they are Melba, Cantaloupe, and Fleur Power. I'm going to start with Melba. That is a beautiful matte peach color, but it's got some pink tones to it instead of being orange. But on my skin it looks really, really orange, but it's still beautiful. So this is awkward. So there is Melba in the pan and in the swatch. It's definitely looking very orange, but it doesn't look too orange on the skin. It's really beautiful, and it complements tans really well, which obviously I don't have a tan, but I still like it on my pale skin tone. And then the next one is Cantaloupe, which is a satin. This is not as beautiful looking in the pan, but I'm wearing it today and I really like it. This one is a satin, and this one has more of a sheen to it. It's this shade right here. And again, a really pretty color. This is like a lighter peach. It is described on the website as a cantaloupe color. So it is this second swatch right there. And the last one is Fleur Power, which is also a satin, except this one looks much more matte than Cantaloupe does. But it's a beautiful pink tone, coral, right there on the bottom. Beautiful warm pink. I really love it. There is that swatch. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are my top 15 Holy Grail blushes. Let me know yours down below, and let me know if you have tried these blushes. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys. So I wanted to just show you the swatches. This one is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Candy Coral. That is Sonia Kashuk Melon, e.l.f. Berry Mary, theBalm's Hot Mama, theBalm Frat Boy, theBalm Down Boy, theBalm Instain Blush in Toile, theBalm Instain Blush in Swiss Dot, MAC Warm Soul, Mineralize Blush, MAC Mineralize Blush in Lured to Love, MAC Mineralize Blush in Petal Power, MAC Ripe for Love from the Temperature Rising collection. Then we have MAC Melba, MAC Cantaloupe, and MAC Fleur Power. Just wanted to show you all the swatches up close so you can see the accurate pigmentation. As you can see, they're all similar color family. Definitely I love peachy pinks and corals, but these are my most loved Holy Grail blushes, and I wanted to share them with you guys.